Now, that is Principal Secretary Bello Kipsang and Ezekiel Machogu, the CS for Education, appearing before the National Assembly Education Committee, just clarifying, shedding more light on the KCPE 2023 results, and just saying that everything went well, and just making a clear statement and disputing allegations that were leveled about some students getting the same marks on some specific subjects. My colleague Shadrach Meet is there. Will also be giving us a comprehensive report about that. Now, away from the corridors of Parliament, let's head to Nanyuki, where the 2023 Kenya Association of Technical Training Institutions, that is KATI conference, has come to conclusion today in Nanyuki town. The conference, bringing together principals and directors from all TVET colleges in the country, has deliberated on how to improve the TVET sector. Stakeholders have also deliberated on how to address some of the challenges the institutions faces. Clement Masombo is in Nanyuki and now joins us live with an update on day 3 of the conference. Clement Masombo, a very good afternoon and thank you for joining us this afternoon on a KTN News Desk. What is the latest update that you have for us?
Well, good afternoon to you, Brenda. We are in day 3 of the Kenya Association of Technical Training Institutions, that is the KATI conference, 2023 conference here in Nanyuki. And this is a conference that has brought together close to 250 principals and directors from all TVET colleges across the country. And the main purpose here is just to deliberate on how the year ending 2023 has been, highlighting some of the achievements and successes that they have made so far, and as well, of course, deliberating on how to address some of the challenges that the colleges and institutions actually face. And we were speaking to the officials earlier on. They were telling us some of the challenges that they face, especially those upcoming TVET institutions. Yesterday we had a chance to speak to some of the principals from some upcoming colleges like Kirinyaga Central, which is only a year old, and they were telling us that the biggest challenges that these upcoming institutions face actually is a lack of equipment and learning materials. Remember, TVET institutions majorly focuses on training learners, equipping them with skills. And if you do not have the necessary teaching materials and equipment, of course, you will not be able to train them as is required. So the biggest problem for the upcoming institutions is training them, or is actually acquiring those learning materials. Another challenge they highlighted was insufficient financing. They say that the capitation that is they are supposed to be receiving from the government has not been coming forth as they anticipated. So this has actually really forced them to drag behind in terms of be it hiring staff and other actually general operations of the TVET institutions. So they were actually appealing to the government, if the government can release the funds on time as they are supposed to, then that will mean that the TVET institutions will run properly and they will be able to train learners as they are required to. And of course, another challenge, they also highlighted the issue of insufficient trainers. And actually one of them was telling us that there is a whole cluster that is said to that will be retiring, will be phased out in the next 5 years. That is the cohort that who are supposed to retire with 55 years, but then it was extended to 60 years. So quite a good number of trainers will be retiring, will be phased out in the next 5 years. So that means that there will be a very huge gap when it comes to trainers in these particular TVET institutions. But then that's all. But then that's not all. They were also expecting that maybe the CS for Education, Ezekiel Machogu, will grace one of the days here, or even the PS in the State Department of TVETs. But then unfortunately, none of them made it to come here and address or actually speak about or even listen to some of the challenges that the TVET institutions are facing. But that's notwithstanding, we have been here with them, of course, for the last 3 days. We have gathered what they have highlighted as some of the challenges and even the achievement that they have made in this ending year. They are also planning on some setting agenda for the next 1 year. And remember, this is a conference that it's an annual conference. So the next conference will be in December 2024. So they are setting the agenda for what they will be deliberating, what they aim to achieve in the next 1 year. So for more details, of course, we will be doing another story in our subsequent bulletins, and of course we will be informing our viewers what we get from here in Nanyuki. Brenda.
Thank you, Clement Masumbo. Indeed, we hope that the PS or the CS will be making their way there, though currently they are appearing before the National Assembly Committee, Education Committee, regarding the KCPE national examinations. Time for a short commercial break here on a KTN News Desk. I'll be right back with more news making the headlines. Do keep it KTN News.